What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Edward the Collector, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Legacy United Armada Universe Galvatron. And here he is in his tank mode, which looks very cool. And he is packaged in robot mode, but I tend to start out on vehicle mode, and I have for a while now. And I'm not sure if I should continue doing that. So if you like reviews where they start in vehicle mode or if they start in robot mode first, let me know, because some people like to watch reviews or watch videos for the transformation to from robot to vehicle mode, or maybe the other way around like I do. So that's just if you want to see something different, then comment down below and let me know, because I will change up my style. But if not, I'm going to continue doing vehicle to robot. But with that out of the way, here he is in tank mode, and it's an H tank. So if you can't tell what an H tank is, that's what it is. It's a tank shaped like an H, without any like stuff right here or anything in the back. It's fully open except for the claw, which is actually his head, and it's in this nice kind of creamy white color, like an off-white color, which I actually like. I'm glad they did this white coloring, because if it was a pure white, then it would just yellow, and if it was white paint, then it would chip. So I like this color plastic. I don't think a lot of people do. It's kind of like it's just like a weird thing, I guess. I don't know, but I don't think it's going to yellow anytime soon. If it does, then I was wrong. But it's a very nice looking tank, very solid, rolls surprisingly well. It actually has wheels. Maybe that's because it's a leader class figure. I'm not usually used to tanks that have wheels, because they don't like doing tanks with wheels very often. I don't really know why, but I usually just leave it treaded, and it's just plastic rubbing against the surface. So very nice that they added wheels, and it's smooth. It doesn't get hindered by anything. So, and now I think the first thing that you probably noticed when I was looking at it, that is just his head. That's just his head. So kind of rough looking, I guess, but it's accurate. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, really. I don't really like heads in vehicle modes, or robot pieces in vehicle modes or alt modes, whatever. But it kind of looks cool. It's like a claw for a tank. That's interesting. That's something new. I don't think any military complex is done yet. Maybe someday. And for features, it spins, but not fully. I don't know why it doesn't. It gets hindered that way. It gets stuck, and this way it gets stuck that way. So I don't know why they didn't just make it go full 360. I don't know why, if they ran out of budget for a full 360 turret, but I don't know. That's weird to me. But cannon can go straight up, can go down that far. And yeah, some nice range of motion for the turret. And then this part can also come up. I wish it went all the way forward. It just goes up that far, or just sticks that way. Or it can come off. And the hole is too big to be 5 millimeters. It's like more than 5 millimeters, so it doesn't really fit on anything. So it's just kind of there. I don't really get that whole gimmick. Also, the front of the turret can come off, and I'll show you that in robot mode. That's actually a robot mode feature. This part, though, is just weird to me. I think this is from the original toy. Actually, it's for one of his modes, but I wish it can go further forward. Anyway, the tank mode, overall, there's some weird stuff about it, but overall it looks nice, and there's some nice range of motion for being a tank, and it rolls. So that has points. Anyway, I think that's enough about the tank. Actually, if you remember the old Megatron and Galvatron figures from Armada, then you remember that these parts could open up. They like have hinges molded for like detail. And also, this part could slide, and then this part had stuff going on. But nowadays, there's no minicons, except like 2, maybe, for like Armada-based figures. But minicons aren't really a thing anymore, so all his Minicon ports either got turned into 5mm ports or just kind of got turned into detailing. So kind of disappointing, kind of upsetting. I wish they would have done more Minicons for the Armada stuff during Legacy, but it's not that big of a deal. I feel like they would have just bumped up price and made the actual figures worse. So I guess what they could have done, though, I feel like, is made the Star Saber a 3-pack of Minicons, but they just didn't. So enough about that. Enough about them. That's truly it about the tank mode. It's just Minicon stuff that isn't used anymore. So for transformation, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here and just lift up these panels a little bit and then untab it. There's a tab right there and a hole right here that tabs into. Then straighten out the legs, fold that panel back in, bring out the heel and the front of the foot. I want to call it a toe, but it's not really. It's kind of just the whole foot. And then same on the other side. Untab it, then untab it again, then tab it back together. Then fold up on both sides. Kind of hard to do both ways, at least on mine. And then you can untab the heel or the ankle. I like doing that because then it gives it more... Is dynamacy a word? I don't really know. But it gives it some more dynamic... It gives it a more dynamic look. And then I like to fold up the cannon a little bit so gives you some more range to spin around the waist like that. And then for the arms, you kind of just bring them down like this. Like that. What just broke? Oh, no. Yeah. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to bring up these purple pieces because they actually kind of... They don't tab, but they go over those red parts right there. Like that. Don't make that mistake that I just did, because that could be a problem. I don't know if it will be or is, but just don't do that. I just forgot. And then you untab the shoulders from the armpit, I guess. Was that the armpit? I guess it's more like the lat area. Fold out the red part, and then fold down the arms. I actually like this a lot. I don't really know why. I just like how the arm folds up into the shoulder and then comes down. And then fold out the hands. And then fold down the purple part. See on the other side. Fold it up. Fold it out. Fold that out. Fold out the arm. Flip out the wrist. I guess the whole hand. Fold the red part back in. Fold down the purple shoulder pad piece. And then, finally, bring down the chest. Fold out that red piece. And put up the chest again. And there he is. Oh, so beautiful Galvatron. If you push him back a little bit, maybe you get fully into frame. There we go. Now, I like it. I like the Armada Megatron / Galvatron design, in all honesty. I don't think a lot of people do, or maybe some people don't. I feel like a lot of people actually do. Armada's like the holy grail to like a lot of fans. They love Armada. It's like the best piece of fiction ever. It's overrated, but this design looks great. Armada was a great show. Love that show. And I did get the Galvatron figure, the Galvatron version of the mold, and not Megatron, because I actually like this color scheme better than the green. I don't know, just there's something about the purple and like the maroon and the white. It just looks better to me. And I have that same feeling for the Cybertron, Galvatron, and Megatron designs. I like the white and black better than the weird black, orange, purple just mess that Cybertron, Megatron is. But this video isn't about him. So here he is. You can get a full look around him. Whole turret's just on his back. And the reason for that is because you just put it on the turret. I like that a lot. I think it's pretty silly, honestly. He could have just used the turret as like a cannon or something, but he just folds it around his side. And then sometimes he like holds it. I don't know, that's funny to me. I like that though. It's very simple. I think that was actually a gimmick on the old toy. Like you had to do something to get that, but now it's just, you know, swivel it up a little bit, fold it around. Easy peasy. Now for some articulation other than the turret. It's weird articulation. specifically the arms, because just the shoulders are just insane. But he has a ball joint in his neck, which is very hindered because of the way his head is shaped. But it's there, so he can get some side-to-side and a full 360. Then he has these giant horns, which are made out of rubbery plastic. I know some people don't like the horns, but I think they're kind of cool. It's just, you know, it's one of those things that's just kind of like a design choice that they did for some reason. And it just, I don't know, kind of works for me. And then he has... these can move out of the way, like you saw earlier. Then he has this weird joint at his shoulder because of the way the whole assembly is. I think usually what's throwing me off is that these pieces would be, it would be like this. Like, fold out and fold up, you know. But it's forward this time. So his hands can go forward that far. They can't go back at all. They can go out that far without moving this whole assembly. Go out that far. He has a bicep swivel. He has a elbow bend that goes up that far, which is pretty nice. Not 90 degrees, which is nice. I like when the elbows can bend a little bit further. And then he has a wrist swivel, which kind of surprised me. I don't really know why, but I don't know. It was nice seeing one there. And then the same on the other side. Now, if you saw me struggling with this just now, that was way worse out of the box. When I took this figure out of the box, I actually had to go and tighten the screw back here, which I'm glad is exposed and not just, well, you're out of luck, sorry. But when it came out of the box, it literally would not stay up. Like, I could do this. I could just go like that, and it would fall down. So, look out for that on either Megatron or Galvatron, either mold, because that was really annoying, and I'm really happy that it was an easy fix, because if it wasn't, I was going to cry. Now, for the bottom half, he has a waist swivel, which is full 360, like you saw earlier for transformation, but it gets hindered by the turret, and it's not really worth it to mess with the turret, because it gets enough articulation out of it anyway. He has a soft ratchet at the hip, and then so his leg can go out that far and go back that far. I could probably go back further. Yeah, it can go back a little bit further. Then a thigh swivel and a heavier ratchet at the knee. So that's nice. And then of course the ankle pivot, which is very cool because it's not just like on Commander Class Optimus here. It's just flat. They actually added in some detailing. Like, there's an angle, like it's kind of like a full joint, like an accordion almost. So I think that's very cool. And I love when they've done that before. I've seen that before. And I don't know, it's just cool when they do it. So yeah, there's not a lot going on with him, not a lot of articulation, but what articulation there is works for poses. And so it's a cool figure. Like, it really, you know, it's good. Something I just now noticed is that how, like, what is it? I guess lopsided he is. I don't know why I just noticed this, but if you look at the chest, there's two different designs on both breasts, I guess is what, you know, those are. So, two designs there. Both the arms and hands are different. What's weird is that he doesn't come with a knife, but the old figure did. Like, it would, like, I think it showed in the cartoon and also on the original figure. A knife would, like, flip out of his hand, and you would have it. But I'm pretty sure this figure doesn't have that. I still have the box right here, but, yeah. Pretty sure he doesn't have that knife anymore. But since I actually have the box, usually I'd have him, like, thrown away or put away. Here's the box, if you care. Very nice detailing, I guess. So. But anyway, no knife anymore, no mini-cons, just this weird cannon feature that I don't know if he ever used. Like, you just pop off the turret and put it onto his hand. So, that's cool, I guess, but kind of unnecessary to me. Actually, it's necessary for the packaging, because the turret would be too long, I think. Actually, no, it wouldn't. They could just... yeah, no, that's just weird to me. But, overall, robot mode's very nice. He does have an extra thing he can do, which is mainly for the tidal wave combination, but I'm pretty sure he's used it by himself. I don't really remember, but what you're going to want to do is just you extend the waist like that, kind of freaky looking, and then bring it down the turret like this, and then fold around the whole purple assembly like that, and then fold it back up, fold around those little missile pod things, and fold around the turret, and push down the waist again. And yeah, there is this mode. I don't really know what this mode is called. I guess it's like a battle mode or something, but it's definitely a mode. You know, it's kind of awkward, for obvious reasons, but you know, I don't hate it. It's just kind of weird to me, but it makes sense because it's like he has a turret on his back. Might as well put it on his front so he has more aim over it. But that's cool. I am excited for Tidal Wave. I kind of want to get him just mainly for the Galvatron super mode thing that they can do. But I don't know if I will. Kind of expensive. But another thing that is weird to me about this figure is that, like I said, in the tank mode, it can't go full 360, but in the show, it literally goes full 360. Like, it spins around really fast and shoots. Like, it's like a little machine gun thing. So, I don't really know why they just didn't do that. But, oh well, I guess. It's still cool. It's still nice that they added this weird thing. I still like this little mode better. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. So, for a quick comparison, here is Armada Optimus Prime. I reviewed him before. One of the best figures ever, apparently. People love this figure. I think it's kind of overrated, but it's still a good figure. But yeah, there they are together. They're base forms. If I do get Tidal Wave and I show them off again, then I'll have him in his Commander class figure, or his super mode. But right now, you just see him in their regular forms together. So, they look good together. I feel like they should do, or should have done, the black form that this guy had. Because if you remember, when Megatron became Galvatron, Optimus got this, like, Optimus Primal paint scheme. I don't know why they didn't do that for, like, a Generation Selects or anything, but maybe they will someday. That'd be cool. I'm not going to get it, but it'd be cool if they did it. But yeah, overall, it's a good figure. I got it on an Amazon deal sale thing for like $30, $35, something like that, which is really good. It is a leader class figure, so it's usually like $55. So having like $20 off was very cool. And you know, after getting it, I was like, well, this might actually be a very good deal, which it is. It was. I don't know if I would get this figure again for the leader class price point, because there's just stuff about it, like, I don't know, just the turret not turning all the way, it's just being very simple, not having much going on. Like, there's no mini-cons, no knife, no, like, the shoulders, you know, get in the way of articulation, the turret, too. There's just little things about it, I don't know, it just makes it worth the leader class price point. But it still looks really cool. I like it a lot. Like, you know, it's very cool, but I don't know if it's worth the leader class price point. So if you do see it on sale, or like if you see it for a lower price, I suggest getting it, because it's definitely worth what I paid for it. And I think it would even be worth like original leader class pricing, which is like 50, maybe 40 max, 45, something like that. But for the new leader class prices, I don't really know. But overall, fairly positive opinion over it. It's good. And if you like Armada, definitely get it. If you don't like Armada, just pass. But overall, I liked it. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, like the video. And if you didn't, or if you had any comments, you know, comment section. And if you like the channel, or if you like the my content, then go ahead and subscribe as well. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. And thanks for watching.